It's time to talk about a trade rumor possibly with the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's exactly what we're going to dissect here on Warriors Today by Chat Sports. You got Allie Barefoot here. And look, I'm going to be talking about a player that you guys have been begging me about in the comment section to bring to the Bay Area. And now may be the best time ever to possibly bring a big man to the paint for the Golden State Warriors. But before I jump into that, I know you guys are really eager to get into the facts and figures, but first off, I need you guys to go on ahead and do one thing for me, and I promise my only thing I'll ask of you this stream is to go on ahead and hit that sub button for me, because we're in a subscriber battle right now with the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. They've got 232 subs so far in this month of May. We have 186. I am so thankful for every single one of you guys that have hit that subscribe button, but I hate losing to the Lakers. Go on ahead and subscribe. I promise you guys will not regret it, especially when we're talking about players such as Jarrett Allen and coming to the Golden State Warriors. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost in a series 4-1 to the Boston Celtics in the second round of the NBA. And now NBA analysts are saying that they might be looking at rebuilding in the Cleveland area. Maybe not Darius Garland. Maybe not Donovan Mitchell. Maybe not Jarrett Allen will be playing for the Cavaliers in the upcoming NBA regular season. So I do want to talk about Jarrett Allen specifically because he's on my top radar for guys I want to come play for the blue and gold. Especially Evan Sidery coming out here with Jarrett Allen's future with the Cavaliers is very much in the air, up in the air this season. Evan Mobley averaged 16.9 points, 10 boards, 2 assists, and 2 blocks in Allen's absence during the playoffs. Jarrett Allen didn't play in the postseason because of a rib injury, so Evan Mobley got to really step up there at that center position. So if Allen becomes available, expect plenty of interest. And I want the Golden State Warriors to be willing to put whatever they need on the line other than Steph Curry to go out and get this center. Because there are reports that the Cleveland Cavaliers aren't necessarily very happy right now with Jarrett Allen because he did decline to get extra injections, extra treatment around the rib area in order to return in round 2 versus the Boston Celtics. And there were reports that Jarrett Allen's injury was gruesome. It was hurting him. I mean, think about it, man. I got a kink in my neck right now, and I'm thinking about calling out of work. I can't imagine having a rib injury and going to ask to be playing 48 minutes if it's extremely painful. But the Cavaliers wanted him to do a little extra rehab, and Jarrett Allen did decline. But 6 months ago, Jarrett Allen was a guy they were not willing to trade away at all. There were several calls to the Cavaliers by the NBA trade deadline asking, hey, man, what are your plans with Allen? What do you want for him? Let's see if we can get this going. They're like, nah, we like him. He's really important for us, and he is. He's a great rim protector and rim runner, which is why I would see why the Cavs want to keep him. But since he's been out with an injury, and Evan Mobley has really stepped up there, who's very productive down low for the Cavaliers, it might be time they move on from Allen. So with that being said, go on ahead and answer this question for me. Should the Golden State Warriors trade for Jarrett Allen? I know you guys are going to say yes. I've been hearing your comments. I know what you guys want for the Warriors, and I want it too. I want a big man, a true big man, to help the Warriors increase their size, and I think that's exactly what Jarrett Allen will do. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. I'm going to be breaking down what a trade would look like to get Allen to come to the Warriors in just a few moments. But got to make sure you guys are playing the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I'm talking about Prize Picks. And what's so great about Prize Picks are the promotions, man. Not only is this app so easy to play and it's super fun, that's why I play it every single game day, but the promotions just keep me coming back, especially for the WNBA right now. You guys can definitely start to get involved with the WNBA because they are bringing the Golden State Warriors a new WNBA team to the Bay Area, the Golden State Valkyries. So I thought, hey, let's go ahead and test out my skills here on WNBA projected stat lines because I've got Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu having more than 11 assists combined. I want to see what these point guards can do for their respective teams playing tonight. Aaliyah Boston having less than 13.5 points going up against Stewie with the New York Liberty. I don't think Aaliyah Boston's going to see a lot of action around that rim. And then Courtney Vandersloot. I got her having more than 10 points. She's really a secondary scorer alongside Sabrina Ionescu. So I think Vandersloot will definitely put up some points. But the beauty is, see that little check mark box down below? That's a $20 WNBA protected play. I put in $20 to win $100. If I don't win, I'm getting that money back. That's why you guys should go play Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use that promo code CLNS FLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It is truly that easy. What's not really going to be easy is for the Warriors to figure out how it's going to take Jarrett Allen to come to the Golden State Warriors. So, with that being said, let's break down what kind of stats they would be getting if they did decide to trade for him. 16.5 points per game. Well, Klay Thompson was your secondary scorer for the Warriors this season, and he only had about 17 and 18. So that is a huge jump right there. 10 boards? Come on, man. You might as well make his middle name Glass Cleaner. Jarrett Glass Cleaner Allen. Almost 11 boards would do damage in the Western Conference, along with a block per game, and he's still shooting a great 63% from the field. He obviously knows how to put up those mid-range jumpers. He does most of his damage around the rim, which I do think would be a great outlet because defenders are going to really come down to play the paint if Jarrett Allen's down there, which would leave Steph Curry a lot more open around the three-point line, especially if you decide to pair him up with a Jonathan Kuminga or a Moses Moody, and you really start to have that three-level scoring threat. Allen is going to check multiple boxes here for the Warriors. But like I said, he did just recently miss the NBA postseason with a rib injury. He missed the first round. He did not come back in the second round. And while the Cavaliers were kind of playing some games with the injury report about saying, oh, he's a game-time decision, but never actually activating him, does make me wonder about how deep this injury actually is. And would this injury report follow him to the Golden State Warriors? That's something the front office is really going to have to dissect, because the only thing I would hate to have Allen come to the Golden State Warriors the 2024-25 season, and he sits out for the season because of a lingering issue. But there is an issue with the Cleveland Cavaliers that they have two players that play the same position, and they just don't work really well together on the court right now. When you got Allen and Mobley, they kind of have the same skill set. They're not really big shooters around the perimeter. They really don't go that much outside of the paint. So when you've got two guys dominant down low, you don't want to take each other's limelight away. And Evan Mobley, man, he stepped up in the postseason in Jarrett Allen's absence. We saw him drop a 30-piece against the Boston Celtics in a Game 5 elimination game. Evan Mobley made a name for himself, and I could see the Cavaliers going forward with Mobley, which would leave Allen on the trade block. But Allen also can produce wins without Mobley. He went 19-14 when Allen played without Mobley on the court with him. So obviously, Allen does better when he is the primary lone center, which is what he would be for the Golden State Warriors. And I think if you bring an Allen in, you've already got a competition with Trayce Jackson-Davis. And if he comes off the bench, you've got a really good 1-2 punch there down low that's going to make a lot of Western Conference teams tired of trying to go into the paint. And I do think Allen ultimately will give you an older, more experienced player that has similar skill sets to Trayce Jackson-Davis, but Allen has them right now. Whereas TJD, of course, this was his rookie season, he's trying to rebuild really his repertoire, find those skills, and we saw it a lot in his rookie year, but it's going to take some time to develop. Allen has that right now. He's a great rim runner. He's really athletic. He's a great rim protector. He's going to increase your rebounds by 10 times, and he can put up nearly 20 points a game. I love it. I love Jarrett Allen for the Golden State Warriors here. And if Cleveland decides to go all in with Mobley, Allen could be looking for a new team to make an immediate impact. And right now, being in the Eastern Conference, I think he would definitely want to come to the West and compete with some of the bigger, best bigs in the NBA, because there's no secret the Western Conference is more difficult than the Eastern Conference. And look at this depth chart here. You've already got Trayce Jackson-Davis. I love Draymond Green at the 4. I really want to move him permanently to the 4, and just stop messing with him down low, because while he has the defense and the aggression, he doesn't have the height. You got Kevon Looney, who I could see them cutting Kevon Looney or trading him as well. He does have $8 million next year with only $3 million guaranteed. Dario's a free agent. I don't see them re-signing him. And Usman Garuba just made the standard contract towards the NBA playoffs. So you put Jarrett Allen in the center depth chart with Trayce Jackson-Davis at your number 2. You have already elevated the Warriors roster insane from last season. But here's what it would take to get Jarrett Allen to come to the Golden State Warriors. I like Dean Wade. I think he is a three-point threat. He's a catch-and-shoot kind of guy. He had a career-high 23 points in one quarter against the Boston Celtics in the regular season, leading them to a win. You've got a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter guy, Dean Wade. You got Jarrett Allen, who's a phenomenal center, one of the best ones in the Eastern Conference. And then you got to give up Andrew Wiggins. And the reason why I had to include Trayce Jackson-Davis in this trade, which I don't want to, because I want that 1-2 punch with Jarrett Allen and Trayce Jackson-Davis, but I could see Cleveland asking for the rookie, TJD, to learn under Mobley. So this is just what, if the Cavaliers want Trayce Jackson-Davis. They may not want him with Mobley in there as well, but this does add up to get Jarrett Allen, Dean Wade, a couple of first-round picks and a second-round pick, and Andrew Wiggins. Would you guys accept this trade? If it does mean giving up Trayce Jackson-Davis, would you take Jarrett Allen instead? Go on ahead and type A for accept, type D for decline, and let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about it, because there is no secret the Warriors desperately need a big center going up in the Western Conference. Allen's affordable. Allen's $20 million a year, which I know sounds like a lot, but if you're not re-signing $43 million Klay Thompson, if you're waiving Chris Paul on his $30.8 million contract, you're going to really clear up a little bit of your cap space to be able to possibly put a $20 million big man down below. My final consensus here, you absolutely get Allen. While I do want to keep Trayce Jackson-Davis, if the Cavaliers want to do a trade with a center, you may have to give him up. But if they can somehow work around maybe giving up a Moses Moody instead of a Trayce Jackson-Davis to make sure you get a 1-2 punch there with Allen and Trayce Jackson-Davis, it's going to be lethal down low. But with that being said, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me, because if the Warriors do make a trade, we're going to have it right here with everything you guys want to know for free. All you got to do, hit that sub button for me.